Hi everyone, in yet another coding challenge. This time we will be handling UI policies, of course, and here are the requirements. So we would need to create an UI policy that is triggered when incident state is either closed or resolved. It should make the impact and urgency fields read-only. Also, we would like to have resolve by field mandatory, and additionally, there should be an info message reminding users which fields are mandatory before saving or updating the record. So try to do it on your own, and we will be doing it together soon. Hi, let's do this UI policy together. Please also keep in mind to deactivate previously created UI policy. So the one that we created in UI policies overview. So mine is already deactivated, but in order to avoid any conflicts, please deactivate it. Alright, and now let's create completely new UI policy. We would need to select incident table, and I will call it code with me UI policy. I have also added an order field to the advanced view of the form of the UI policy, so you can do it as well. I will show you why we need this order in a moment. So next, let's go to the conditions. So we would like to have state to be one of the two, so resolved or closed. So you can select multiple by holding the shift key. I would like to have it in global. Reverse if false, so in other case, if the state is not resolved or closed, it will have the opposite effect on the incident form. And I would like to deactivate the onload because I don't want to have the situation when I open the incident and it is already in a resolved or closed, because it shouldn't be such a case. However, it shouldn't be such a case because most of the resolved and closed incidents are not relevant anymore. So let's just save it. So let's focus on UI policy actions. So let's click new, and the first field we would like to add is urgency. And we would like to have this urgency field to be read-only. Let's click submit. And now, as you can see, we have this red dot next to the field name. What it simply says is that we have multiple UI policies with the same order, meaning that there is a conflict between make fields read only on close UI policy, that this UI policy is out of the box one, and our newly created UI policy. So what to do in that case? We would like to click this make fields read only on close. I click the middle button on my mouse, so it opened in a new tab. And here you can see the order. As I said before, you can also add this field to the form if you cannot see it, to the advanced view, for example. And a quick way to do it is just to configure form design or form layout. You probably can add it on your own. And now let's make the order to 200. In that case, this UI policy will be executed after our UI policy, and therefore there will be no conflict. So let's just update it real quick. I can close it, and probably if I refresh it, so I can reload the form, yeah, there is no conflict at all. So let's just go back to the UI policies, to our UI policy. And let's add another UI policy action. So let's add also the impact field. So we'd like to have it read only as well. And also resolved by. And resolved by should be mandatory. Let's submit it. And now let's go to the next stage of our requirement, which is to make sure that there are no empty mandatory fields. So let's just go to the script Let's click run script. And we can leave the run scripts in UI type as a desktop because we'll be using it only on the ServiceNow, like in quotes, backend side. So we can just think about how to deal with our potential empty mandatory fields. So basically we would have if, and we will be getting values. So gform get value, and there are a couple of incident fields. There's close code if this is empty, or gform get value close nodes are empty, or gform get value resolved by is empty. And in that case, we would like to display our gform add info message saying that populate mandatory fields, something like that. So let's just quickly save it, and let's just open an incident in a new tab. So maybe let's pick some incident that is already in a state new. And now we need to make sure, because by the way, here are the resolution code, resolution nodes, resolved by fields that would need to be mandatory. And okay, so let's change the state to resolved and watch closely impact, urgency, and these fields to become mandatory. So yeah, let's click resolved, and we have populate mandatory fields as well, because we didn't populate those three fields, so resolved by, resolution code, resolution nodes, impact and urgency are read only. And now let's go back to the new state, for example. Let's save it real quick. And let's populate the resolution code, resolution nodes, and resolved by. And now we shouldn't have the info message at the very top. So let's click, for example, resolved. And yeah, as you can see, there are no info message because we already populated these three fields. And this was our coding challenge regarding UA policies. Hope you like it, and see you in the next video.